Hello YouTube, it's me White Sushi and today I'm back with a challenge build. So this challenge build is gonna be a knockout build on KL7 Greystone Plaza here, which I randomly rolled. And this is actually the first time I've set up this build, although I've seen it done before. But anyway, so what inspired this build was because Earth Toss got buffed, which is a shard on Earth Shadow Towers and now allows enemies to have a 100% chance of getting knocked up. And also I've been hearing quite a few viewers mention it on my stream chat, which is why I decided to give the build a try. So without further ado, let me just get right down to the relics I'm using for this build. For my walls, I'm using Viper Fans on the Mystic with this totem, and the shards are gonna be Fortification, Daily Strikes, as well as Enduring Bubble. For my Apprentice, it's gonna be Earth Shadow Tower with Power Transfer, Destruction, as well as Earth Toss. For my Huntress, I'm using Geyser Traps running a Medallion with Vampiric Empowerment, Explosive Surprise, as well as Destruction. And last but not least, my Initiate, which is gonna be running Sky Guards with Power Transfer, Destruction, as well as Deadly Strikes. Alright, so now that is out of the way, I'm gonna switch over to some of my damage characters, namely my Squire for tanking, as well as my EV2 for just sheer damage, and I'm gonna let the wave run to see how this goes. So if you guys look around, this setup is pretty simple. I have 5 Sky Guards in the middle of the map with several Earth Shadows, actually one Earth Shadow on each lane, just covering the enemies in general and stuff. And right off the bat you see that this is looking alright, like enemies are taking damage, all is good. Enemies flying up to the air from the geyser trap as well. Eastgate lock is under attack, but that's perfectly fine cause I wasn't expecting to protect the Eastgate lock. Other than that, I believe this build is gonna work. It's really hard for it to not work, unless of course I'm doing like a difficulty way higher than I'm supposed to. But this is KL7, so it's fine. And essentially, with most turtle builds which rely on pulling off maximum distance from the enemy spawn to the core, like just build around the core, such something like I'm doing right now. Most builds that rely on this kind of style is actually really strong, and it's really hard to mess up this kind of builds. And right here we do see that Earth Shadow Tower is doing some damage on the enemies, essentially just killing them outright. Like, enemies aren't even getting lifted up into the air at this point. Like, some of them are simply just dying to my Earth Shadows. But of course, if they don't die to my Earth Shadows, I still have my Viper Fans to just help to cover some damage. So yeah, I suppose this is pretty good. A lot better than I initially expected. I was actually expecting to have to go around and maybe supplement some damage, but apparently that's not the case, that's not necessary at all. And being a knockout build, I'm gonna invest all my gems into upgrading Skyguard towers because these are the guys that are gonna be doing the most damage every round, which is why it's important to keep the Skyguards up as much as I can. And some interesting fact about this build is that if you are opting to go for Earth Shadow towers, you might wanna just use a medallion instead of a mark, simply because this tower hits really slow. And by really slow, I mean this attack speed caps out at 1 second. So as you guys can see here, it's currently at 1.2 seconds because I opted not to run the defense rate shard over something like a destruction, which should be absolutely better since I'm only getting like 0. Let me see, about 20% boost in defense rate essentially from 1.2 to 1 second if I'm running defense rate, which is a lot lesser than the damage I could get from maybe power transfer, destruction, stuff like that. So that's just one of those build choices I made. I believe that the strongest counter to this build is probably gonna be just bosses in general, since bosses are able to pretty much avoid getting knocked up, and Sky Guys gonna be useless, Viper Fans are gonna be useless, and Earth Shatters are still gonna do some damage, so we'll see how that goes. And to be honest, Earth Shatter damage is not to be taken lightly. Like this guy here, even though they seem to be knocking enemies up, they are actually killing a lot of enemies as well. We have about 75 kills on this single Earth Shadow. You know, while it's built to knock enemies up, at the same time it does like a crap ton of damage. Look at this, 4.49 million crit damage at tier 2. I don't believe it scales very well when you upgrade it, so it's a little unfortunate, but we're gonna see how this goes. And this placement here is actually pretty damn good in the sense that it's actually able to cross this lane, like the front of this lane, and then overlap onto the other lane. So yep, that's a very nice placement. Apparently this guy's out of range of everything. Casually get rid of this. I believe the Plaguing Hawk just took a hit from Earth Shadow or something. He just lost a chunk of his health, and I have no idea why. I'm gonna show you guys this pet I have while we wait for the Plaguing Hawk to move. So my pet actually reflects enemy boss damage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna block on my pet, and then watch the Plaguing Hawk kill himself pretty much. He's taking about what 30 million damage just for hitting me with my pet ability on, of course, and we can just let him slowly walk to the wall now that he's almost dead. I want to say that this is one of the better pets. This is not even like an OP pet, but it's just really fun to kill enemies while you're just going full defensive blocking and stuff. So, you know, Gato pet, this mechanical legendary cat thingy, Robo Cat actually. I think this build is pretty solid. I don't want to jinx myself by saying this and then leaking the next wave or something, but I really don't see how anything could go wrong at this point. I'm not even gonna bother upgrading Earth Shatter, as you guys can see. Crit damage is garbage. Attack damage, however, seems to have gone up by quite a bit. Nope, actually, nope. It went up by what, 0.5 million, 0.05 million actually. So there's no point upgrading Earth Shatter. That's a poor investment. I might as well just upgrade Sky Guards. The benefit of upgrading Sky Guards is that if you have enough damage, your Sky Guards will basically be able to take out enemies the first time they're lifted up into the air, which will greatly increase your kill potential instead of having enemies slowly walk to your wall and stuff. The assassin is gonna die really quickly here because he's gonna get lifted up by the bubbles and just shot to death by 5 Sky Guards. I believe one of the most challenging aspects of this build is finding the right balance between the number of Sky Guards you want to use as well as the number of Earth Shatter and just simply knock up towers you want to use. They say it's one of the weakest lanes just because this lane basically has no forms of I guess good CC. Which is why I can understand why enemies are piling up here. Although it's still a bit odd that nothing is dying here. So I'm gonna die to the kobolds, just ground enemies. My wall is gonna take a beating while I'm down, but it's fine. Eventually my character will respawn and I'll be able to take care of this mess here. I have no idea what I'm missing here. Is it because of the geode? Or like does my Earth Shadow towers not do damage if it's going to geodes and stuff? Like I'm not really sure about this regard, so okay, so we do have a lady that's like stuck here in this hole. Probably try to run down. Actually, try to run past my wall and then drop into the hole. Unfortunate for her. But yeah, let's see what do they have here. Stuff getting knocked up. Maltius rolling down the lane. Maltius take a lot of damage from Earth Shadows. Apparently, the Earth Shadow tower isn't really hitting her all that much right now. How is Maltius out of range? And I don't get this. I don't get how Maltius is out of range. But I'm just gonna take it out really quickly here with my Draco Leech pet as well as my EV2 just standard damage. Maltius even managed to snipe one of my Sky Guards, but then again, I'm not really surprised because Maltius bullet shots tend to fly past your walls and stuff occasionally. So I'm just gonna replace my Sky Guard. Grab all my gems. To be honest, there isn't much point to maxing Sky Guards. I mean, it's pretty much already overkill. I don't even need to get all of them to tier 5 to like instant keep all those enemies that get lifted into the air. This lane might need a bit of watching, to be honest, because it's not going too hot here. It's kind of nice that my aura, that my range on this guy here is able to cover this lane, though. So that might be something that you guys who wanna replicate this challenge build or will wanna look out for. Just basically have your Earth Shadow set up in a way that it can hit multiple lanes. Like not just have them hit this curve here. That's the whole point. Enemies before and after the curve is still gonna take up the so-called attack speed of the tower. However, if you can keep up a attack over here on this side, let me just kill this. If you can keep up an attack on this side of the lane over here, you're able to hit enemies before they even reach the front part. And then they're gonna take more damage when they eventually try to make the loop, which is kind of crucial in a lot of these turtle builds that abuse areas in between lanes and stuff. I'm gonna move to the center just to get rid of the assassin. It's gonna die really fast because of all these sky guards and stuff. As well as the Viper fan's gonna get it off me easily. Gonna wait here, watch it fly up, take a shit ton of damage from my sky guards, and it's dead. Alright, so Siege Rollers are a bit annoying. I don't believe I can AFK kill Siege Rollers with this build unless I really set up a Geyser Trap like this location here, this spot. So I'm gonna go over and kill him myself. Same thing as always, Draco Leech and then just left click him to death. Look at this left click damage, guys. 29 million health just melted like that. Now I'm gonna move back to the middle lane. This bow looks cool and all, but it doesn't seem to have any, any really cool stats. Although it's kind of worth noting, this bow is called the Lava Launcher, and it does have fire damage, which is kind of cute, I guess. I think I'll go keep this just to make my hunters look good, I suppose. Alright, so believe that's wave 4 done, and we'll be moving into our last wave here. So for the last wave, I just want to repair my Sky Guards by upgrading them. Generally, you want to upgrade your stuff instead of repairing, just because if you upgrade them, they're essentially getting their health back, and you're not wasting any gems just on upgrades and stuff. I mean repairs and stuff. Just gonna upgrade this wall since I have the gems for that. To be honest, it's kind of worth it to upgrade my Geyser Traps as well, since Geyser Traps scale really well. But anyway, now that we are on to our last wave, we're gonna talk about some other stuff. If you guys enjoyed this video, do give this video a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel for, I guess, every 2 days. Sometimes I do daily videos, but it's all gonna be Dungeon Defense 2 content. I might make some other videos of other games in the future, but no plans for that currently. And also check out my Twitch channel, link will be down in the description below, where I usually stream Dungeon Defense 2 Monday to Fridays. And some days when there's like no patch and stuff, such as this week, I might do some other games. And I believe it's really the geodes that is kind of killing this entire build on this thing. So I'm gonna take out the geodes, really annoying creatures. I have no idea why Earth Shadow towers get blocked by geodes. It does not seem to make sense, but that's kind of a thing apparently. And like I said, if you guys want to check out some guides for this game, if you guys want to look at some tier lists, map tier lists actually, towers, character, you might want to check out my other link, will be in the description. Link to an all-in-one guide by myself on a Google spreadsheet, which I kind of update almost every time I stream. So basically it's updated every day, mostly, aside from the weekends and stuff. And yeah, one of the main reasons I don't really like turtle builds is because while they are strong, it takes way too long for enemies to walk to your walls and actually die. So like you guys see here, my usual videos only take about 7-8 minutes and it's done really quickly. But because I'm running a turtle build, there's a lot of time where I spend, or rather where I waste, just waiting for enemies to travel from the spawn point to my walls. And thus this video is taking a lot longer than its counterparts. And we actually lost a wall here, but that's fine. That's not an issue, guys. I'm just gonna stand here, hold my left click and casually queue everything. Maybe I just drop a wall back in case, since I just looked up and noticed there's like what, 80 plus enemies left. So this round is far from over, although I believe this lane won't be spawning any more enemies. Go around, look some of the stuff. Check out this thing down here. It's okay. Apparently a boss just got destroyed. I have no idea how the boss died really quickly there, but apparently he just did. Maybe my Earth Shatter actually does quite a lot of damage that I'm not really aware of. But I'm gonna kill the Tasca here with my character DPS. DD2 is the best DPS character. I might make a video talking about all the characters in the game and what they do, what they're good at, whether it's worth to buy them or not. But that's for another day, you know. And yeah, I've kind of reached the end of the video. I will see you guys either on my Twitch channel later, which I believe I'll be streaming some Diablo 3, maybe some Black Desert Online, depending on what's my preference for the day, and or in my next video. Bye.